Good evening, everyone,
Good
and
evening,
welcome to
friends.
another. Yeah, good evening. So today we have, rather, disturbing news, and we have been, closely following the story since yesterday that Sameer Wankhede is, being unfairly, targeted, and now he's under scrutiny, and it seems that there are certain, powerful forces behind this. What's happening to him right now, that he is being investigated by the CBI. Now we'll be discussing this case in very much detail, right? Because this has a lot of things to do directly or indirectly with the SSR case, of course. And yeah, it is over to you, right? Yeah.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome,
Welcome,
friends.
Tara.
Welcome, Nirmala. Welcome, Nitish. Welcome, Nina and Tara. So, friends, before we go on to this story, welcome, Lata and Savitri. Yeah. Before we go on to the story, I would like to talk about the Karnataka elections. So, today you will see that Congress has won with a majority. And this has really left us in a very big sort of depression, because see, Congress has not been the best party to rule India. They have been scam ridden, and this means that Karnataka is going to go through a bad period. I'm not saying that, see, BJP in Karnataka was not corrupt. In fact, there was an allegation that BJP in Karnataka was also corrupt. But what do Indians want, or what do we say Kannadigas want? As you know, Karnataka is such a beautiful place, a great state, you know, which has all the facilities for people to stay and enjoy. There's no feeling of being away from your land, from wherever you are. And the sad point is, we do not have leaders, strong leaders like Yogi or Himanta Biswa, who can take the state forward without any hesitation. See, what happened here was some of the reasons why BJP lost is because one thing is that they did not concentrate on state issues. So some of the main state issues were talking about infrastructure, making the roads better, making accessibility to offices and residents more easy, and the conditions of the roads. So there were many issues like this which could have been addressed at every point, but that was not done. And so that was one thing. And then uh, you know uh, what we also noticed was that there were very few BJP workers doing rallying on the ground. If not for Modi ji's last minute rallies, we would have lost even those votes. And moreover, because I have a mother who's a senior citizen who can't walk, I realized that, see, these people promised that they would go home, and take their votes. And when she got ready on that day of the voting, they said that it has been already, the BJP councillor, Sampath said, that it has already been done on May 6th. And now she has lost the chance. So, like her, many thousands of people would have lost, the chance to vote, and these votes would have not naturally gone to a certain party. Moreover, I've also been seeing that these BJP, many of these BJP people have become very, very arrogant. They are riding on Modi ji's success, and they are losing touch with the home base, with people. They're not even finding out what are the problems of the people. And without humility, you cannot take the state forward. Look at the way Yogi ji and Himanta Biswa are doing. They do not show even one sign of arrogance. And why are we taking all these film and TV actors into these parties? They do not care a damn about anybody. They only care about making more houses and acquiring more wealth and giving lip service. None of them do walk the talk. And then, if you look at, see, the kind of pressure that should have been coming on social media through the IT cell, that was also lacking. So these a lot of reasons why BJP could have won. And then, of course, getting rid of Congress's vote bank. which are the Rohingyas and the Bangladeshis who have been given voting cards, who have been given land in Karnataka. This should have all been sorted out before the election started. And look at the number of freebies given by Congress to all the poor sections. They were given free TVs, silverware, and money. And so they were compelled to vote for them. These are all reports that I'm getting from actual workers who come home. And of course, if you look at the minority, they will only vote what their COM says. They have no option. They will only do it for, if they say Congress means it is only Congress. So only because of Modi's last few rallies and last minute Hindu issues, some more votes came in. And there has to be a lot of change that has to come in. BJP has to start working on developing a state level leadership, strong people, who are not scared of anything, who are not scared of power and money, who work selflessly. They need to strengthen their social media team. They have to work on Hindu issues and strengthen Hindu Samaj and assure Hindus that they are protected. So these are things. So friends, what I noticed was that, see, the disappointment is much because at Modi ji's level, he would have taken the state zooming forward. Now, under the hands of these people, I do not know because they haven't done anything in Rajasthan. So I have my doubts. So there's a sense of sadness for the state. Now, moving on to Sameer Wankhede. So this is a very, very upsetting piece of news about Sameer Wankhede because we all know what sort of a personality Sameer Wankhede has been and the kind of work that he has been doing after SSR died. We all know that he was like a workaholic. Now let me see this. This is the report that has come in. Okay, so this is not what we understand because we know we know Sameer Wankhede's character. We know his image, and we will not endorse what these mainstream media are talking about him. So now what they say is the Narcotics Control Bureau's former Mumbai zonal director Sameer Wankhede allegedly owns 5 properties, including a residential flat in plush Bandra and 2 commercial properties worth crores, including a bar. Initial investigation by the CBI has found. According to the sources in the agency, the initial investigation has revealed that Wankhede owns assets beyond his source of income, and promoting the CBI to file a case of corruption and criminal conspiracy against Sameer Wankhede. Wankhede, who became national news when he arrested Shah Rukh Khan's son, Aryan, in an alleged drug procurement and consumption case in 2021, was detached from the Mumbai posting and reinstated to the Department of Revenue Intelligence early 2022, once his stint with the NCB ended 31 December 2021. He owns 5 properties, some in his name and some in his family's name in Mumbai. Among these are residential and commercial properties, including a bar that is in his own name, a source said to the print. No officer with that salary can own such expensive real estate, the source added. Wankhede, the source added, was getting close to rupees 1 lakh every month as salary in hand. According to the source, Wankhede also sought favors from private parties, which included some of those who he had been probing. It's also alleged that he, through a third party, demanded a bribe to settle the Cordelia cruise ship probe against Aryan. Aryan was arrested for alleged procurement and consumption of drugs at a rave party on board the cruise ship in 2021. He was later released on bail and subsequently given a clean chit. No public servant can run a parallel business like he was doing. He had started thinking he was bigger than the law. It was during the inquiry that all these things came to the fore, a senior NCB officer said. The CBI has conducted an inquiry of their own, following which they have registered a case against him, the officer said. Now, the ED is most likely to register a case to probe the money laundering aspect in the case, the source said. Besides Wankhede, 2 other NCB officers, SP Vijay Singh and Ashish Ranjan, along with independent witness Kiran Gosavi, who was also present at the Cordelia raid, were named in the FIR. According to the source, the case was registered after a detailed inquiry carried out by the Vigilance Unit of the NCB against the officers. A report was submitted by the unit to the central government for further action. A case under relevant sections of the Prevention of Corruption Act and for criminal conspiracy has been registered against the accused. We'll be looking at several observations that the Vigilance Department has made against the errant officers, the source said. Okay, now, friends, what I'd like to say here is that, um, first of all, we all know what exactly happened during that time, how all these actors and actresses and producers and their assistants were pulled up by Sameer Wankhede. Now, if Sameer Wankhede was corrupt, he would play the game in a very, very soft manner, and he would not bring all this into the news. Okay. Second thing is, if they say that he was being bribed, then why have they not spoken a word about Pooja Dadlani, who is Shah Rukh Khan's business manager, who was the person to have come with the money to bribe these people? So why is there no word about Pooja Dadlani's arrest warrant or an FIR against her? This is something I would like to know. Now, a second thing is, see, today we have the BJP government along with Shiv Sena, the second party under Eknath Shinde, ruling Maharashtra. Now, I want to ask the chief minister and his assistant, the deputy chief minister, what have they found against Sameer Wankhede that he is being probed? This is happening exactly after what happened to Jia Khan's case, in which Jia Khan's mother, Rabia Khan, has very clearly said how CBI has messed up and not even looked at the evidence and straight away said that Suraj Pancholi is acquitted.
Also, one more thing. Yeah, one more thing. Very important is, if guys, you remember this Prabhakar Sale? He is one of the key witnesses in the Aryan Khan cruise case, and he mysteriously died because of heart attack. This is what the people, this is what they say. But why is there no investigation in how he died because of the supposedly heart attack, right? Why can't there be a separate investigation if that really is the case of his death or the cause of his death? Right? Why can't there be a separate investigation? And why was it not probed further? Right? Because he is the
Absolutely.
key NCB witness in that case, right? Prabhakar Sale. And after that, we didn't hear anything about it in the
Yeah,
news.
absolutely.
So how conveniently they
They
forgot about
forgot.
this Prabhakar Sale,
Yes, absolutely.
right?
Yeah. So coming back to that, to the issue of Pooja Dadlani being probed by the CBI. So this is happening exactly after Suraj Pancholi was acquitted. And as we said, Suraj Pancholi celebrated by giving sweets to all the people outside court. Now, Suraj Pancholi obviously knew that he was going to get acquitted. Now, this puts doubts on CBI and their way of functioning. Did he know already that he was going to be acquitted? Okay. Second thing, CBI had been given all the proof by Rabia Khan. Everything, especially what was, even by the foreign, investigators. Every proof was given showing that Jia Khan was murdered. They refused to look at that. They refused to look at the CCTV footage where Suraj Pancholi's father, what was he doing outside Jia's apartment complex? Looking at the CCTV camera. So that was also ignored by the CBI. Now, I want to know, how clean is the CBI? Okay. Because, see, you remember when he was removed, Sameer Wankhede was removed, the NCP boss, the top guy, went to Shah Rukh Khan's house to get, to investigate something. And apparently it was Shah Rukh Khan's birthday that day. So the big NCP boss said, oh, so should I come another day? So it shows you what kind of a boss that person is. Okay. Why is he handling Shah Rukh Khan with kid gloves? Right. And you also know that Gyaneshwar Singh was working as Rajiv Shukla's secretary. And who is Rajiv Shukla? Rajiv Shukla is close to Shah Rukh Khan in the IPL. Of course, there are many other politicians both on both sides who are very, very close to Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah, just Yaneshwar Singh was from the this guy's boss, right? Sameer's at that point of time.
Yes. And he
The,
was working as a
of
secretary earlier
NCT.
on, yeah, to
Yeah,
Rajiv Shukla. Okay. So this
yeah.
is the man. And okay, let me also tell you something. See, when all this was happening, see, all the people were observing Sameer Wankhede very closely. And everybody knew that he is a hero, a real hero, not the REEL, actor hero. No, he was a real hero. He did not have even time to talk to media. So, what are these people talking about his trying to give importance to himself? So, that means there was an element of jealousy also within the NCP because all eyes were on Sameer Wankhede and his small team. They were the ones who were escaping, from all these thugs and these drug peddlers and these drug barons. When they ran after them, when they chased them, when they, hit them, when they beat them up, when they attacked them.
And don't forget MVA's repeated, like especially Nawab Malik, filing cases against Sameer Wankhede, right?
Yeah.
Every each and every day, some new case against
Yes. So
Sameer.
yeah, we'll come to that. We'll come to that.
Yeah,
So he was being attacked continuously by these drug barons, these drug peddlers. Okay, while Gyaneshwar Singh and these other people were watching, sitting in office. Why didn't they take the risk of being beaten up by them? No, they wanted a safe place to sit in, right? So when this Cordelia Cruz investigation was done, are you telling us, the bosses of Sameer Wankhede, are you telling us that he should not have done his duty? And if he was doing his duty, okay, and you feel that he's a corrupt man, he has given into corruption, then in the same line, in the same news piece, Shah Rukh Khan's closest business manager should also be under arrest then, or an FIR put against her. Because, as per reports, Shah Rukh Khan had sent her to bribe them, which makes Shah Rukh Khan also liable. Okay. So why are all the eyes only on Sameer Wankhede and his small team who work so hard? So this itself shows how corrupt, at least CBI looks in our eyes. I'm not saying with certainty. After Rabia Khan's case, now I have a lot of doubt about CBI and what they are going to come up in SSR's case as well. Because we had the lady minister insinuating that it could be a suicide, and she started crying crocodile tears also. So maybe she's also going to, if she was hinting that CBI is going to come and say that it is a suicide. So the path is coming towards that. So when under a government of BJP and SS Shiv Sena are doing this, then I have my doubts. Because if you look at it, Fadnavis's wife is into Bollywood. So she's closely attached to these people. Similarly, Eknath Shinde's son is also very closely involved with people like Salman Khan. So is this all affecting their work and the justice? I don't understand. It's so confusing. And if this is not bad news itself, we have another bad news to tell you, and that is about Param Bir Singh. Moving on to that case. See, the Maharashtra government on Friday dropped all charges against a former police commissioner, Param Bir Singh, brought during a departmental inquiry, and also revoked his suspension order issued on December 2021, an official said. However, the CBI will continue to investigate 5 cases filed by it against Singh. He said the retired IPS officer is facing multiple cases of, listen carefully, friends, extortion, corruption, and misconduct. No case of death here. So, The order revoking the suspension of Singh and withdrawing all charges against him related to the departmental inquiry initiated in 2021 were issued by the State Home Department on Wednesday, he said. According to the order, the period of the former IPS officer's suspension should be treated as he was on duty. At least 4 cases of extortion were registered against Singh in Mumbai and adjoining Thane. During his long police career, he served as a commissioner of Mumbai and also Thane. Singh was transferred from the post of Mumbai Police Commissioner in March 2021 after the arrest of Assistant Police Inspector Sachin Vaze by the National Investigative Agency in connection with the seizure of an explosive laden SUV from near industrial Mukesh Ambani's residence, Antilia, in South Mumbai in February that year. Now, the 1988 IPS officer has written an explosive letter to the then Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray alleging Home Minister Anil Deshmukh of the NCP had asked police officers to collect 100 crores a month from hotels in Mumbai. Deshmukh had denied the charge. The then Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi government placed Singh under suspension and put his salary on hold. The government had initiated a departmental inquiry against the senior police officer, and 8 serious charges were applied against him during the proceedings. The order mentioned. Singh had submitted his statement of defense in December 2021 through an email and denied all charges leveled against him during the inquiry. He had filed a petition in the Bombay High Court seeking quashing of inquiry initiated against him by the Maharashtra government. But the plea was rejected. He had later moved the Supreme Court, which had noted certain observations regarding the departmental inquiry and the suspension of Singh, the Home Department order stated. Param Bir Singh also had approached the CAT, which is the Central Administrative Tribunal, which decided to withdraw the memorandum of charges against him. According to the memorandum of charges, accordingly has been withdrawn, and the said matter is being closed, said the order issued by the Home Department. Another order said that it has been decided by the competent authority to withdraw the proceedings of departmental inquiry against the former Mumbai police chief. It's under consideration of the competent authority to revoke the suspension order dated December 2, 2021, issued against Param Bir Singh in the view of order given by the CAT. As per provisions of the All India Services Death Cum Recruitment Benefits Rules 1958, the suspension of Param Bir Singh is revoked by the order, and the period of suspension from December 2, 2021 to June 30, 2022 shall be treated as a period spent on duty for all purposes. Now, isn't it strange, friends, that this man who was working under the Mahavikas Aghadi, under whose regime, so many people have mysteriously died. So many people have been said to have committed suicide by hanging. Actors, actresses, common people, So, and all of it has been blamed as suicide. So there was a sort of, you call it a copycat murder happening under these people, under the cabal. And they were all hiding it as cases of suicide by hanging. Now, all the patterns were the same. And to think that this arrogant man has been let go, itself shows that there is a very, very big conspiracy happening in the government of Maharashtra. And we are not talking about Mahavikas Aghadi, we are talking about the present government. Who is giving these instructions? We all know Param Bir Singh is indirectly connected to BJP, and we do not know who is putting pressure. We also know that his son, is close to people, actors like Dino Moria, who is very close to Aditya Thackeray, and all the people who are involved in the Sushant Singh murder case. So, I do not understand where we are headed. First, CBI catches hold of Sameer Wankhede's team, and these people have been working so hard to reveal that these people who are there in the Cordelia cruise are guilty of carrying drugs. Then cornered Sameer Wankhede, and then now we also hear the news of Param Bir Singh. Now, Sameer Wankhede is not someone who will sit quiet. He has told me clearly that he is going to fight it out. And that he said that when they searched my house, they found something like shaving foam and some rupees 1,800 in his house. Look at the mockery of what CBI is doing. Can I ask CBI that what are all these other people doing? For example, you look at this Deshmukh, or you look at Aditya Thackeray, and you look at Thackeray. How many apartments and houses and underground cages and whatever they have in their farms? Why is all that not checked? Why are you behind this poor man? Is it because one superstar who has power and money wants to protect his son and whitewash him? Now the case has already happened, is what I would say. Tell the fossilized actor that the case is already over now, and everybody knows what happened with in the case of your son. However much you can whitewash it, nothing is going to happen. It is going to remain as it is because people can see through it. Now, even if you want to mudsling at Sameer Wankhede, his wife, his father, his sister, all that's over. This man is not scared of you. He is going to fight. And as he fights you, let me warn you, lot more things are going to come out. All the things that you have hidden. Okay, and this is also, I to the NCB officers, I'm telling, the bosses, the big bosses who are, running behind these superstars. A lot of things about you guys will also come out. Are you prepared for that? A lot of things about Nawab Malik will come out, about his family. Are you prepared for that? Because you have opened a war front. You are fighting a man who is not scared of you. He is not going to give in. He has a complete support of the public and his family. This is something like the boycott Bollywood movement. Right? So, do not think people are so foolish that they will say that Sameer Wankhede has suddenly overnight become corrupt. If Sameer Wankhede was corrupt, he wouldn't be doing his duty with such diligence. After Sameer Wankhede went, I would like to ask his bosses and CBI also, how many actors did you catch with drugs? How many people from Bollywood did you catch? Or have they all become milk drinking good citizens? Huh? And which milk are they drinking? Amul? What a mockery. What a mockery of justice system. What a mockery of the law system. We have been waiting for 3 years, Mr. CBI, and you are drinking tea and having samosa. Every time we ask you something, you will say it is happening, it is happening. Where is it happening? Where is the investigation happening? Okay, now seriously, I want to ask you, are you scared of these superstars? What is the power that these superstars have over you? Or are you scared of the politicians? Are you scared of Devendra Fadnavis? Are you scared of Shinde? Are you scared of the underworld? Tell us. If you are scared, it's okay. We will admit that whatever you are doing is the right thing. But just don't tell us that a righteous man, a righteous officer, has become corrupt overnight. We refuse to believe that. Okay.
Yeah, one more important point is Munmun Damecha is still not let go in that particular case, in the Cordelia Cruz case, because she's a normal model. She's not a daughter of a superstar, right? And why is, at the moment it seems that law seems to be working very well for the high and mighty who have a lot of money power. But for a normal person, the law, works efficiently, right? And always it seems always the good people suffer in this country, right? If you follow the right way, the path of dharma, always you suffer some way or the other, because at the top, there's a lot of corruption, and there's a lot of corruption in the system, right? Because the system has been corrupt for a very long time, and to cleanse that system, it's going to take a lot of time in India, especially. Please, Angad says, please anyone suggest more concrete ways to boycott Bollywood. Not watching their movies isn't doing enough to them. Sameer Wankhede comes from such a humble background, so beautiful. Why do this? Says Angad. Yes, boycott, not choosing not to watch their films is definitely one of the best ways to, sort of fight against this Bollywood, and also not buying any sort of products, or what they are endorsing. That is another way of you know fighting them. Yes. Why is SSR's sister saying now Sameer Wankhede threatened her, says JJM.
So,
Uh,
in which case, can she provide us proof that she was threatened by Sameer Wankhede?
if this is
Or,
true.
yeah, or is, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah, whether
I
this
mean,
is true.
because
Yeah,
I just went through her Twitter account and she does not name anyone in particular.
yeah.
She
So,
just
if she has
says
proof, let
some
let her show it to
officer,
us. Yeah, some
right?
recording,
And
something, you
yeah,
know, about Sameer Wankhede threatening her. Now, Madam Sushant's sister, you have to either stand here or there. You can't keep bashing everybody, right? You want to bash the bad people, go ahead and bash. We have to give justice to Sushant. But if you want to bash everybody in the process, now you will say I'm also to be bashed as a journalist. Don't do that. Stick to one side. I have nothing against you. In fact, we feel sad for you because of what you have undergone. But please do not drag the name of a upright, righteous police officer who has struggled all his life and say that he's been threatening you. We won't believe you. That's 100% true. And another thing, Jay, coming back to this point, if they can so boldly see that they are putting in a fire against him and his little team, as it is, they gave financially, they gave only a little team, okay, to fight all these big people. Then why are they not doing it in the same breath? Why is Pooja Dadlani going around shaking her dad, blah, 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 wherever she goes to these parties with Shah Rukh Khan? She's the one who should be first caught. And in the process, the superstar has to also be questioned. Because she doesn't do anything without asking Shah Rukh Khan, the permission. So Shah Rukh Khan is behind it. So what is the purpose of Shah Rukh Khan? To get Sameer Wankhede decimated. Do they think that by putting him in jail, they can do something to him that he will disappear? And then Aryan Khan is free of all the problems? Is that what is the end result, Shah Rukh Khan? That you don't want him to even appear on public? He should not exist. He should not breathe because it upsets your son, Aryan Khan. Hey, what is this? What is happening? You don't like people, you get rid of them. This was what Param Bir Singh and Wazi used to do under the guidance of the MBA, under instructions from them. Now it seems like you are also acting like that. We want to know whether CBI is clean or not. And this is a question Prime Minister will have to take up with them. Why in Jia Khan's case, they dismissed the case as abetment to suicide, and Suresh Pancholi was let go. Why did it happen so that when Rabia Khan went to the court, immediately the case was pronounced, result was pronounced? Why was there no argument? Why was there no discussion? So if these three federal agencies are truly independent and have nobody to breathe, nobody is forcing them to, say anything, then they have to come clean and tell us why they did that to Jia Khan. Second thing is, why are they doing it to Sameer Wankhede and his team when they were only doing their job? Is it because they caught a superstar's son red-handed? And just
Yeah.
like Jaydev mentioned, why was that man dead, found dead in his jail? Same, isn't it? Same. How come he died? And why is there no investigation into that? Who wanted that man dead? So, CBI, you'll need to answer a lot of questions that public are going to put on to you, because you are handling a very, very high profile case like SSR. Public are not going to leave you. The way you came in that grand entry, Nupurji, when you came from Delhi, we thought you will move mountains. Not even a fly has been swatted under your, what do you call, leadership or your investigation, which shows that you are heavily influenced by someone. Now it is up to Modi ji to find out who is corrupt. Whether it's a CBI, whether it's NCB, or whether it is the Bollywood superstar. Now, it's a very difficult task, friends, because this superstar has friends on both sides of the party. So, there are people who will support and hide him, because at night they have parties with him, share a lot of things. Mornings, they will deal with him. So, these are things that we have to be aware of. So, let us just take a few comments, Jaydev.
Yeah. Okay. They are all
We
chips of the
all are
same block.
chips of the same block. Politicians and big league actors are in a heady mix of drugs, prostitution, and power broking, says Joaquin D'Souza. Absolutely. But now it is coming out, Joaquin. It's coming out so openly that people cannot no longer close their eyes. It is hitting them on their face. Maya, CPI Nupur was seen with Bollywoodians at their parties when she was in Mumbai. And let me tell you, friends, she follows me on Twitter. I don't know what she finds so interesting in me. True Indian. Powerful people like Sameer ji attack Arnab only because he was so close to the Karjat farmhouse. Wish we had a brave judge just as much as Arnab.
Yeah, speaking of Arnab Goswami, will he question why Parambir is let off just like that? Because he suffered most under the when Parambir was active, right? Especially the TRP, the fake TRP case against Republic Channel, right? So it'll be interesting to see if Arnab is going to take up and follow up on the Parambir Singh being let off just like that.
यस आशीष सुरजा, तो हम बात कर रहे थे कि इसमें जो हम सब जानते हैं कि समीर वांकड़े इतना उसका इतना क्लीन इमेज है कि वो इस तरह के कुछ घटिया काम करेंगे नहीं, और इस तरह के पैसा भी नहीं बना सकते, वो करप्ट नहीं है। तो इसके पीछे तो कोई साजिश है, और इसके पीछे ऐसे लगता है कि सीबीआई भी करप्ट है, क्योंकि सीबीआई किसी की बात सुन रहा है, और हम सब जानते हैं कि ये कौन है। अगर ये ऐसा है तो भी अगर एफआईआर लगाया है समीर वांकड़े के अगेंस्ट, तो फिर जरूर पूजा डडलानी के अगेंस्ट भी एफआईआर करना चाहिए, क्योंकि एसआरके ने पूजा डडलानी को पैसे के साथ भेजा था गाड़ी में। उसका भी हमारा हमको न्यूज था कि उसने गाड़ी में आया था पैसा लेके इन लोगों को ब्राइब करने को। तो क्यों ये सिलेक्टिव एफआईआर क्यों? सिर्फ समीर वांकड़े और उसका छोटा जो टीम है, 3-4 लोग हैं, उनको एफआईआर भेजा है, सिर्फ उन लोगों को। क्यों पूजा डरलानी को नहीं भेजा है? और पूजा डरलानी भी अपने आप वो डिसीजन नहीं लिया होगा, क्योंकि उसके पीछे एसआरके है, शाहरुख खान। और ये लोग क्यों ये करना चाहते, मैं ये नहीं समझती। तो अब इनका जो भी रिवेंज था, वो तो वो लोग ले लिया समीर वांकड़े के अगेंस्ट, उसको दूसरा डिपार्टमेंट में डाल दिया। हा? तो ये जो क्या बोलते हैं, नवाब नवाब के मदद से इनको दूसरा डिपार्टमेंट में डाल दिया, उससे भी वो खुश नहीं है। उसका मतलब है ये सब इसको पूरा सर्वनाश करना चाहता है। समीर वांकड़े को वो लोग एलिमिनेट करना चाहते हैं। क्यों? अपने बेटे को व्हाइट वॉश करने के लिए। ये इसका ये मतलब है कि कौन है कंट्रोल में? प्राइम मिनिस्टर है कंट्रोल में इंडिया का, या शाहरुख खान? मैं ये नहीं समझती। अगर सीबीआई काम कर रहा है, ठीक से चलो, आपने लगा दिया है फायर अगेंस्ट समीर वांकड़े और उनका टीम, मगर उसको ब्राइब करने वाला कौन है? उसको भी एफआईआर डालना चाहिए ना। और पूजा डडलानी जाना है जेल में फर्स्ट, अपने बॉस के साथ, फिर इनको डालना चाहिए ना, क्योंकि उसी ने तो ब्राइब करना चाहा इन लोगों को। तो इसमें और भी जो मैं आपका नाम क्या है? आशीष। हाँ, तो एक और बात मैं कहना चाहती कि इसी तरह एक और बुरी खबर जो है कि परमवीर सिंह को भी इन्होंने इसमें से फॉरगिव किया है, कि उसको कोई कुछ नहीं है, उनको फ्री कर दिया है। तो जब हम जानते हैं कि परमवीर सिंह इतने केसेस में गिल्टी है, स्पेशली एसएसआर केस में, तो कैसे इसको ऐसे फ्री करते हैं ये लोग? तो इसका मतलब महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट में जिसका कंट्रोल अभी बीजेपी और शिवसेना है, तो उनके अंदर कोई कुछ गड़बड़ कर रहा है इन लोगों को प्रोटेक्ट करने का। ये लोग सब यूनिफॉर्म डालते हैं, मगर इसके अंदर जो अधर्म काम करते हैं उसका तो सबको मालूम है। तो इन लोगों को ये फ्री करते हैं, तो इसका मतलब है इसमें लॉ और ऑर्डर कुछ भी नहीं है। तो इसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे थे, तो आपको मैंने हिंदी में ये समझा दिया। तो कुछ कमेंट्स लेंगे। और जेरे Maya says, Annabelle's team went after PBS to locate him in Chandigarh when government, both state and central, tried to give a perception that he had flown off, just like Amritpal case. See, यहाँ भी माया, मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि ये जो परमवीर सिंह के बेटा के साथ पार्टी में किसको देखा था आपने? डिनो मोरिया को। कौन है डिनो मोरिया? डिनो मोरिया है आदित्य ठाकरे का बेस्ट फ्रेंड। और जो सुशांत सिंह ने जब he died on 14th, they say, or 13th, on that day, they say, allegedly, Dino Moria, Aditya Thackeray were all had gone to his flat. So you see, इसमें बड़ा एक साजिश है, और ये जब तक बाहर नहीं आएगा ना, पब्लिक इसको छोड़ेंगे नहीं। आप लोग को तो आपको लगता है कि आप सीबीआई है तो आप भगवान है। आप भगवान नहीं है। अगर आप एक एक आदमी को एक्सपोज करेंगे तो आप सब जेल में जाएंगे। So this is one incident after the other, which is showing us that CBI are not straightforward, and now NCB is also not straightforward, and we call them federal agencies. Federal agencies who nobody can influence. This is all bullshit, is my understanding.
Yeah, friends, I would like to point out in the past there was the Arushi Talwar case, and that was CBI which investigated, and they did a very good job. That particular CBI team did a very perfect job. So it's not like that they don't know how to do their job, very nicely. I mean, in the Arushi Talwar case, there was no involvement of very big politician or any such big, big shot, and that's the reason why they did a fantastic job of cracking that case. But in all these cases, you have very big people in high power, like in politicians or and film stars, and that's the reason why maybe out of some pressure on them that some things are not happening the way it should be. Yeah. All the wickets sat down through major power brokers, money was exchanged, all is forgiven.
Yes.
Business as usual, BJP got slapped in Karnataka today. Yes, Joachim, and BJP was very complacent as far as Karnataka is concerned, right? You cannot rely on Modi ji. Modi ji works from a central level, and there should be some, state leader in Karnataka after Yedurappa ji, right? Only relying on after Yedurappa ji left, now there's no one who has the kind of power to connect with the common people of Karnataka, right? Especially who can go to villages and get to know their problems, and that's where I guess DK Shivkumar and Sitaramaya did a very good job of getting all those votes, right? Because BJP did not do a good job in Karnataka, and it was only because of Modi ji that the metro came in Whitefield, and then you had the Bangalore Mysore highway, and of course you had many other things which came in the last just few 6 months back, but that's not enough. You have to work very hard. You have to prove it in a state level, right? Because the game is different on a central level, and it's different on a state level. So BJP has to, in the next election, especially in the central election next year, they have to work very hard, and they have to see how Yogi ji is working in UP, because back to back Yogi ji has won elections, and as well as Himanta Biswas in Assam. So these are the examples that if other states where BJP aspires to be in power, they should see how these two chief ministers are working.
Also,
Yes.
see another question. Ajay Kumar says, ma'am, it feels pathetic to see a UPSC qualified IRS officer, Sameer Wankhede sir, is facing this. Millions are preparing for UPSC exam for this position. What's the use of working so hard for this exam? Now, here, what I want to tell you, friends, is that CBI has said that he has so many buildings and he has got a bar and he's got this thing. Does CBI have the guts to check each and every politician of how much wealth they have in the form of houses, jewelry, cars? Can they do that for us before they hit on Sameer Wankhede? Would you dare to do that on ministers like Smriti Irani? Would you? And tell us, how much are her assets? How many houses does she have? How many cars does she have? What is the kind of jewelry and deposits that she has? And how come in the second tenure of BJP, she has made so much money? Each minister should be checked. I'm not talking about only this lady. Each minister, this prime minister has to make it a rule. Under him, if he says that transparency is the thing, each and every minister should be checked as to how they made the money and from where it came. The transparency. And if they are not clean, kick them out. That's it. We don't want such people. Corruption is the root of all evil. Corruption is the reason people want change. If there is no corrupt minister, we'll keep voting for them the same every time. When you see corruption, you have to you have to pay the babu, you have to pay the babu's babu and the babu's babu. Then what are you talking about? Now CBI has found out that only Sameer Wankhede has got so many houses. I find this, Jaideep, very cunning. They are playing a very dangerous game. And in this game, public is going to really fight. And I'm sure all the people watching here are standing with Sameer Wankhede and his family. CBI are cowards and corrupted as politicians, no difference. They don't have the guts to raid these corrupt politicians and Bollywood fraternity. Ajay, earlier Ravindra Patel hit and case, and now Sameer Wankhede and Arin case. Both came through merit-based government, exam for public service, now targeted by powerful, uneducated biggies, democracy of India.
Yes.
See, first of all, these people, let me be very frank, all these Bollywood actors or producers or directors, for so long, thanks to SSR, we know all this, have been making anti India movies. And they have been doing it to please Pakistan, which is in shambles now. Pakistan is burning now. And I hope all the Shah Rukh Khans and all the other Khans are aware that Pakistan is burning. Now your bosses are burning. You won't get any more money. Now, when the Kerala story came out, you had a problem because it was exposing a terrorist group in Iraq and Afghanistan. In Iraq, okay? And you said that it has to be banned. Why for so long, we people have not banned your films? You spoke against us. You made fun of our religion. You made fun of our gods. You made Lord people dress like Lord Shiva and smoke cigarettes and ride bicycles. We never said anything. Okay. If you want to dominate India and tell us that Sameer Wankhede cannot exist, your religion can't exist, okay, you will be decimated. Rabia Khan, please go back to UK. Your daughter will not get justice. If you guys are going to tell us this, then it's high time we also made decisions about you. So these federal agencies are now in for a big problem because I don't think Modi ji is going to spare them. Because last time also when there was a meeting of the NCB, Modi ji had told them, work righteously and with transparency. If the public collectively take up the issue of Sameer Wankhede and the case of Jia Khan and the case of Param Bir Singh, all these cases, and give it to Modi ji and say that, then where is the justice? What are these people doing? During a live on Twitter, someone was telling me that he called CBI so many times to, saying that he's going to put a PI. And each time he would be snubbed. Same voice, name snubbed. What do these people think? To tell you the truth, all you federal agencies, all four of you, are paid by us. You are actually our servants. Better you work for us. If you don't work for us, we will find out methods to expose you. Daily morning, some righteous officer, you go and attack them because you think that there is nobody to question you. You won't dare do that to any of the Khans. Why? Blackbird case? So many cases were there. Did you even wake up? You would have been fast asleep. Running the car over pedestrians when they were sleeping. These cases are not important to you. Because the perpetrator happens to be big. So, this is something I think JNFC, all the focus is now on CBI and NCB. Now, there is going to be a lot of exposure going to happen in this end. And let me please ask my viewers, support us. Please support us as we fight. Because we will continue to expose them. 100%. We will continue to expose them. Because tomorrow, as many of you are saying, tomorrow your son or daughter could be in Sameer's place. fighting the same battle. Yeah, back to you, Jimmy.
Yeah, that's all for today, friends. And kindly do hit the like button and share this video with as many people as possible, because people have to be aware of what's really happening, because mainstream media don't have the guts to do this kind of reportage, because they are bound with certain many conditions, right? And
So
they
I would
shy
like to
away.
thank Joachim. Very kind of you to support us, as well as Nina. Thank you for supporting our channel. It means a lot to us. Your support makes the channel grow stronger. Thank you so much. Good night and Jai Hind.